Whoa, whoa. There we go. There we go. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to the show. We got TGIF going on, so we're starting off with Friday vibes. And Friday vibes, we got to start off with some music. That might be a theme here. Start off with a bit of decent music on the Friday Vibe show. Oh, boy. We're slowing down. Oh, boy. Oh, the Friday vibes killed me. Okay, my bad. We're back. Let's start the Friday vibes over. It started stuttering there for a second, so I had to stop it. Okay, there we go. Friday vibes, we're starting off with one of my favorite songs, Don't Wait Too Long by Madeline Pyro, or Pyro, depending on how you do it. She's French, depending on how you say that. Glad to see everybody here in the chat already. I appreciate that. Who we got here? We got Dr. Ling. We got eInk. We got Alex in the chat already. I appreciate you guys being here. You know who didn't wait too long? Remarkable. We're going to talk about some Remarkable news here. Remarkable is supposedly going to release a new tablet color. Listen, they didn't wait too long at all. This is for Remarkable. They didn't. I mean, 5 years from the first device to the second device. a year from the second, or I'm sorry, 5 years from the, yes, first the second device. I mean, then another 5 years from the second to the Paper Pro, somewhere in there. But we got a year before this new one. So you got something to be happy about. They didn't wait too long at all. So don't wait too long in honor of Remarkable for doing what they're doing right. I'm super excited to see what they do. But yeah, Friday vibes, everybody. Let's go ahead and get the show started since we've got the mood going. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get the normal vibes going, you guys. Let's do it. All right, there we go. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Welcome to another episode of Rants About Tech Live, number one. Whoa. What is that? Okay, number 154 for this Friday, TGIF. Friday, August 29th. We're almost entering the end of the month here. Got a holiday coming up on Monday. I won't be doing a Monday show because of the holiday, so keep that in mind. I'll be back Tuesday, though. I'll definitely be back Tuesday. We're going to talk about some Google news here today. We're going to talk about Remarkable news, of course. We're going to talk about a few things that you guys want to talk about. If you got a topic you want to bring up, you throw it right in there. We'll talk about it. What else we got going on today? We have some news that I thought I did some research on some jewelry equipment. Listen, it's not as expensive as I thought it was. My resin printer costs more than jewelry equipment does. Just FYI. It's stuff that's good to know. All right, you guys. I'm Rod here in Philadelphia, sunny Philadelphia today. Here with my good friends in the chat, aka the co-host of the show. We are here to talk about tech news. We're here to talk about eInk news. Just sprinkled in with a little quality of life things. We're going to talk about as well. Thank you guys for being here. Let's go ahead and start talking about the holidays. As we start off the show with usually. First holiday we got going on is Chop Suey Day. It's National Chop Suey Day. I had no idea what Chop Suey was. I mean, I've heard it a lot. So I had to go do my Googles on Chop Suey. Oh, what did I find? Did I find Chop Suey? I did. Where did it go? Oh boy, my Chop Suey's. Oh, there we go. Chop Suey. Turns out it's a Chinese-American dish consisting of meat, eggs, and vegetables like beans, sprouts, and cabbage, stir-fried quickly, and bound by a starch-thickened sauce. Now, I mean, I figured it was an Asian-inspired dish. I just didn't know what it was exactly. But I've heard that term a lot. So, National Chop Suey Day. National Lemon Juice Day. For whatever that's worth. I mean, I have thinking of lemon juice in the refrigerator. I just keep lemon juice on hand. For certain things, I don't remember the last time I used it, though. But it's a staple in the kitchen for me. International Day Against Nuclear Tests. I mean, I can always get down with less nuclear tests, so that's always a good thing. Yeah, so those are holidays for today. The only one I'm really going to probably enjoy, if they got a vegetarian chop suey, maybe sprinkle some lemon juice in there. I don't know. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to the chat real quick, and then we'll get to the tech stories. In the chat, we have Happy Friday, y'all. Thank you. Happy Friday. Morning on the way to Minnesota State Fair, says eInk. Oh, snap. Safe journeys and have fun. I will be going to the Syracuse, the New York State Fair in Syracuse, New York this weekend. I'm going to help a friend of mine move some of my stuff out of his basement. That he's been housing for me for far too long since I moved to Philadelphia. And I'm probably going to help some friends of mine do a bunch of yard work. One of my friends has a big pool that they need taken care of. And I'm like, man, I've been meaning to help them for a while with the pool. So I'm probably going to go help them take the pool out of their yard because they're trying to get rid of it. Huge pool, by the way. So my weekend's going to consist of a lot of moving stuff. I'm working this weekend. There's really no time for play. But I hope you guys get a chance to enjoy yourself on this weekend. Happy Friday. Would be interesting in a colored mini device. And I think that's what's going to happen, eInk. I think it's going to happen with the Remarkable. It's going to be a color eInk device. We got a video to take a look at. That kind of like solidifies that. I don't know if you guys saw the Reddit leaks too, but that's a big thing we're going to talk about. For its high price, the hardware needs a good upgrade. A Kindle would be a plus. A Kindle app would be a plus. Yeah, that would be cool. But they would bring that to all the devices if they were going to do that. But I definitely agree with you on that, Alex. What else we got here? All right, that's all the chat. So let's go ahead and get to the tech stories of the day. All right. The first story we're going to talk about today is going to be Sony. This was, as a matter of fact, I'm going to mention this, but I don't have a real big to do about this particular story. But Sony's reportedly planning a Nintendo-style PlayStation 6 portable. This was interesting to me because I thought it was interesting when they released the remote PlayStation thing that you can. It's like a remote system that you can have with the what do they call that? I don't know what they call the PlayStation remote portable, but it's a portable that you can only use if you have a PlayStation that it can remotely access and like send a signal to the device. And I'm just like, that seems like a lot to do. Like for a portable, just make a PlayStation portable. I mean, they have made one in the past. Like, come on, just do that again. But thing is, I guess they're reportedly going to be making one of these. Like I said, I didn't do a lot of research on the story. I just noticed it at the last minute and wanted to kind of mention it. Next thing we got going on here is going to be the Google Translate app. Now teaches languages. So Google Translate is using AI to help users learn languages now, which isn't or going to be in direct comparison to Duolingo. If you guys have heard of that app, which is probably one of the most popular language learning apps that's out there. But Google Translate is using Gemini to not only translate different languages for you, now it will also allow you to practice new languages and personalize your listening and speaking experience, a la Duolingo. Getting started is really straightforward. Open the Google Translate app, select practice, set your skill level and goals, and voila, Translate will create a scenario specifically for you. Any scenario, you can either listen to conversations and tap the words you hear to build comprehension, or you can practice speaking with helpful hints available when you need them. Google Translate will also track your progress with each lesson. So that's something that's good there, and I'm hoping AI can do something that is presenting you with information on how you're progressing and maybe tips on how you can do better with progressing. That would be great. Coming to Android and iOS this week and should be in stores now, actually. So if you want to try this should be an update to your Google Translate app as we speak. Next thing we got up on tap here is going to be about the Honor phone. Honor launches the world's thinnest foldable phone. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this, but there's some caveats with foldable or the thinnest foldable here. The first caveat being the fact that it's the thinnest only at dimensions that are the actual phone backing and front. It doesn't include the camera bump in these dimensions. So it's not the thinnest if you can include the camera bump, which I think is silly to include the camera bump these days in thinness dimensions. So in my mind, this is the world's thinnest phone. Although I will say I do not like the circular camera bump, not just on this phone. I don't like circular camera bumps on any phone. It's just a silly form factor for a camera bump to me. What do we got in the chat here before we can continue the story? Learning Japanese on Duolingo, says Dr. Ling. How's that going? Is it good? Do you think that Google could improve on that? Good question. Good reply there. Got off the plane just in time. Good morning, everyone. Aaron, good morning. How's it going? Sheen says, morning, Aaron. Look at you, Dr. L. Fancy, for sure. Oh, with the Japanese characters. I just noticed that. That's what's up. What else we got here for the Honor phone? It's called the Magic V5. Only in Europe for the time being, and like I said before, the width does not include the camera bump that they're making these claims on, which I don't really mind that claim. The 5,820 milliamp hour battery to me is the real star of the show, not really the thinness. It's a foldable, so this phone's way thinner, right? But that battery is impressive. So they got a battery that's like bigger than, like, the next battery that I can think of that's bigger is the 4,400 milliamp hour battery that's in the new Samsung phones. And that, obviously we're looking at probably a 20% increase in the battery size, at least there. Maybe not the performance, we'll see. If you want more thin, actually, hold on. Let's get to the sizing of this and the pricing. We already got to the sizing. Actually, we didn't. So it's, what do we have here? They don't really mention the other specs for the phone in this particular article that I'm looking at here. All right, so we can't talk. Well, they mentioned the camera specs. So 64 megapixel telephoto, 50 megapixel main and ultra wide cameras on this particular phone. But that's all the specs they really mention here. Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and IP58 59 rating, which almost matches the Google Pixel 10 Fold at their IP68 rating. The phone will sell for 1,999 pounds or roughly 2,300 American dollars. Like I was saying before, if you want more thinness in your device collection, Honor launched 2 other devices that are pretty thin as well. The Magic Pad 3, that we can see here, 2 of these devices, which is a 13.3-inch Android tablet with a 165 hertz LCD display, 5.8 millimeters thin at its thinnest point, and a generous 1245 or 12,550 milliamp hour battery with 66 watt wired charging. It's launching in UK for 599 pounds, which is around 800 US American dollars. The MagicBook Art 14 is a Windows laptop that's 10 millimeters thin. That's pretty nice. With a magnesium titanium body. This is a quality or a premium build on this particular machine here. I like the quality of it. It has a 14.6 inch OLED screen that is 3.1K resolution, and the laptop is powered by Intel chips, including the Arc 140T GPU. This is going to sell for 1,499 pound, going up to 1,699 pound, which is around 2,000 US dollars. Right now, like I said again, only available in Europe for now. What do we got here for the chat? Not sure if Google could help. My issue with Duolingo is that the phrases you learn are kind of random, rather than learning things around the home and building off that. Gotcha. Maybe. We'll see. I think with Google having more information about you, it can maybe factor some of that information in. You'd be surprised. So I'm interested to see how this works. I'm going to use it for Spanish, to brush up on my Spanish, that is. Aaron says Rod is still acting like he doesn't have this new remarkable setting. I do not. By the way, Crystal Dip deserves a chef's kiss. Thanks, Dr. Ling. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's I don't have the remarkable. We're going to talk about it. I was even wrong about some of the speculations I made about it. We're going to talk about that too. Moving on here to the next story we got on the agenda is going to be how to bring back vertical swipe to answer in Google's phone app. Let's go ahead and put these over here. Now this shouldn't even have been in here, chat. This shouldn't even have been in here. Oh, there we go. I am upset. I wanted to talk about that, but I took it off because I'm like, that probably only bothers me. Everyone else that probably has the Google Pixel probably doesn't care about this vertical side swipe stuff. I care. I'm so used to swiping up to answer my phone calls that swiping right has led to all kinds of problems for me. It just came out of nowhere on me. But anyway, we'll move on from that. The Pixel 10 comes with 12 gigabytes of RAM, but Google has locked some of it away. Now, when I initially saw the title of this story, I thought this. I thought Google was putting aside some of its RAM in its phones to make it run faster over time, because Pixel phones are notoriously for getting bogged down over time. Why that is, I can't really say, and there's been a lot of speculation over the years as to why that is, but I thought, okay, cool. They're like, okay, putting 12 gigs of RAM in there. They're going to lock away 3 of those gigs of RAM and release those gigs over time to help the phone with its performance. If like the system notices the phone is dropping at performance speed, it just, bam, releases extra RAM. I don't know. That's what I thought. It could be a crazy idea, but to me that would help. Anyway, that's not what was going on here at all. As I labeled the story here on my end, Google Pixel 10's cheeky memory. So Google partitions around 3 gigabytes of RAM just for AI. So that's what this is about. This is about preserving AI performance. I initially thought the story was about locking away RAM for future use. That's not what this is about at all. But anyway, I'm definitely off base with this. I love the idea of them putting away some RAM just for AI to keep the AI functionality running really well. I think they did this on the Pro phones last year. They didn't do it on the base phones, but this is them doing it on the baseline phones this year as well. So this should definitely help Pixel phones stay snappy, at least in the i8 department, for a very long time. Any Pixel owners out there excited about these? BM, thanks for joining. Good morning. He's got the wine out. BM's like coughing and everything else. Yeah, so I think this is interesting. I'm looking forward to this. I don't know how this would affect my particular AI use, but I do know the AI models take about as much RAM, even the small models, as a video game or a really intensive like editing app on a mobile device, right? So it's not like a regular app on your phone where it only takes megabytes. We're talking gigs of space is needed for these models, even the small ones. Alex says phones are going to start needing 24 gigs like the high-end game phones. Yeah, because running AI models, like I just said, is just like running a game on your phone. It needs about that much space. Like it needs way more room to do its thing in your RAM than most other applications. Like I said, we're talking about the difference between megabytes and gigabytes here. For those interested, you can Google Paper Pro move and leak to see the leaked photos. Yeah, definitely. The photos are definitely going to be out there. We're going to show those here as well. Like I said, I was totally off base with this, but we'll see. Next thing we got up on the list of things to talk about is Google shutting down Android sideloading in the name of security. Now, Owen brought this up the other day. And these are the details from that, and I'll let you know what I think about this. I'm not a sideloader, so this doesn't really affect me. I'm cool with not, right? And Apple doesn't really do sideloading. I mean, they allow sideloading in Europe, but they don't allow sideloading in the US. So I've never been accustomed to sideloading things because I came up in the mobile game using iPhone, so that's never been a thing for iPhone. So I've never got into that. Now, when I moved over to the Android side, I still didn't get into it because there was nothing that unique and niche program or app wise that I needed to like sideload some random obscure app to do it. But people do love doing that, and this is for them. So Samsung phones also, I wrote down here, Samsung phones, sideloading is disabled. So you can't defaultly sideload on Samsung phones either, but you can enable it going through the settings. The sentiment around this seems to be that it's sad or a bad thing, but I don't really get that sentiment around stopping the sideloading. Now, Google says that this is for security reasons, that they're stopping the sideloading to help with security. And my thing is, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm genuinely okay with securing something, and that's genuinely why. Well, that's one of the reasons Apple does it as well, just for security reasons. And this is just parity, and that's why Samsung doesn't allow it defaultly for security reasons. So I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. It just does suck for an open platform to become sort of more locked down, but it's just parity. I think all of the major phone makers are going to do this. Like if they have an app store, you're gonna be locked into doing things through the app store. I've only sideloaded eInk Bro for my Manta and left that at that. Still don't use that app though. Yeah, to me, I don't know. You're using obscure apps when you're sideloading, right? And I've never used. I don't know. There's nothing that obscure that I'm doing that I need to do that. But I do know it is a useful tool for some people. But again, like I said, it's something that's not available on other systems. And this is just Google coming into line with other systems and shoring themselves up security-wise in the process. So, next thing we got up here is just the topic. If you guys want to drop your 2 cents in the comments about it, are security and privacy the same thing? Like, how do you guys feel about that? Do you think that security and privacy are mutually exclusive, or can they be separate? Can they be separated? Do you care about one and not the other? Or if you care about one, you have to care about the other. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let's go ahead and go on to the eInk section of the show, shall we? Your boy has to go to the DMV today. It's DMV day today, so we're going through the show. We're making it super concise today. Getting to the DMV. What else we got going on here? All right, so the remarkable leaks. This is interesting to me because it gives me some insight to whether I was wrong or not. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So what I want to take a look at is the actual video that they put out. So let's go ahead and take a look at the video they put out, and we'll talk about it after. Oh, maybe we'll show a picture. Oh boy, hold on. My bad, chat. My bad. That was coming through the wrong speaker there. Oh boy, we did it again. That was definitely coming through the wrong speaker. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and play this, shall we? Very brief. Let's play it one more time. All right, first thing we got here is the shape of it, right? So I was right about that at least. I thought it would be a thinner design that's of the same shape and form, just thinner. I don't know if this is thinner. May not be. It may just be smaller. Now, what's I think obvious is that it's definitely smaller, but we'll take a look at some leaks here. But let's go to the next section we got. We got something is on the move. Now, that indicates something small, right? I mean, that truly indicates something small to me. So we got same form factor as the Paper Pro, smaller. All right, let's move on. Okay, you see, all right, take a look at this right here. So this tells me that it's color. They're clearly using color on this device. Right? We see the blue there. They're clearly using color. We see this is interesting though, because they got the black, but that doesn't mean much. Then we got the red line in the back here with the blue line in the foreground here. I think that is a color device. I think it's a color device. What do we think, chat? Actually, let's stay on that actually. What do we think, chat? Color device. I think it has the same form factor, and it's mobile. It's smaller. They talked about some specs on Reddit. Let's see if we can get back to that here. I'm going to see if I can pull up that post I got here for Reddit. They removed the post where the leak came from, so but there are still pictures out there from people screen grabbing. Let's take a look and see if we can find. What is it called? The Remarkable Paper Pro Move? Wow. I don't know if that's, I hope that's not the name. I really do hope that's not the name. And these aren't the pictures for it. And they don't show the pictures. Okay. So I do have a picture from the Discord though. So we'll take a look at that picture real quick. Let's see if I can pull up that picture. Ed put it in the Discord. I think so. I want to take a look and see. Oh, if I can find it. Oh boy, chat. I don't know if I can find it. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's take a look at this picture right here. Let's switch over here to the Discord. Oh man. Really? Ah, boy. Display. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is one of the pictures here. And yeah, this is the picture of the device. Now, whether this is an actual picture of the device, I'm not sure, but at first I thought it was a mock-up. But what do we think, Chad? This looks pretty real to me. Aaron says, "What's the name on the box they sent you?" I don't think this is the name. Paper Pro move leak. Definitely a small color device, says Dr. Ling. Yep. Quit teasing us and show us the least. You definitely have one because you don't seem too shocked. No, it doesn't. I'm not shocked at all by it because, like I said, I expected it to be I expected it to be a device, a small device like this. I expected it. Well, not like this. I'm sorry. I didn't expect it to be small. I thought it would be the same size as the Paper Pro. I just thought it would be black and white, same dimensions, or same kind of form factor, but thinner. I didn't expect it to be color at all. So this is a surprise. And I thought it would be EMR, which this is definitely not EMR. This is the same active stylus technology they are using on the Remarkable Paper Pro. And I also thought that it would be called the Remarkable Paper. So I was wrong all around on this. Only thing I got right about this was the form factor. I thought they would use the same form factor, which I love, and especially after a year. They put a lot of R&D into that. So the fact that if they're releasing something within a year of that last device, that probably is going to be the same form factor. Remarkable sticking with 227 resolution. Yeah, they would. I think they would have to. At the size, with it being gallery, yeah, I think they would have to. And plus, how would that look? This one being better than your bigger one, So I think it will be 227 resolution. Definitely, Dr. Ling. Alex Pitt, Remarkable Mini. Hold my beer, Vi Woods. No mad Mini. Yeah, this is compelling. It's certainly compelling, I will say. Let's go back to that. It's definitely compelling. I will say that. It's a definitely compelling form factor. I mean, the inherent problems that people have are still going to be there. This won't appeal to you if the Remarkable Paper Pro didn't appeal to you for the same reason that the Remarkable Paper Pro didn't appeal to you. It's the software. It's never been the hardware. I don't think anyone's ever had a problem with Remarkable's hardware. I think the sticking point for power users have always been it's just the software, and it's not even that it's bad in my opinion. I think that a lot of people equate it to being bad because they don't have all the features and the bells and whistles that Onyx and Rada bring to the table with their respective devices. But yeah, I don't think this is going to appeal to you if the Paper Pro didn't appeal to you already. And that's just my take on it. We got any other opinions about this thing? Not surprised on the size, says Aaron. I want to see the epileptic shock refresh. That too, right? I mean, that's another sticking point, at least for me, with the Remarkable Paper Pro. Like, I do love the device, and I do think it's probably the best device for most people. And I've said this on many occasions. But for me personally, one of the things is the flickering that you can't control. If I could control it, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Aaron says, the only reason I don't own a Remarkable Paper Pro is the cost. I tested out on out, and it's great to write on. Oh, yeah. If you tested one out, he said it's great to write on, testing it. It is great. It's the most paper and pencil-like device on the market. Dr. Lean says, I'm going to rate this device as mid. Yeah, honestly, I think this is just going to appeal to people who already have the Remarkable Paper Pro and they want a companion device. Or for people who just don't need never mind. Because now I'm opening it up to all kind of situations. And I think that this thing's going to do well. Just, let's stop playing with Remarkable. Let's stop playing with them. Remarkable is going to do well with this device, period. It's going to do well with the people who already have a Remarkable Paper Pro who want a companion device. Moi, I'm going to buy one if they don't send me one. If they send me one, obviously. But if they don't send me one, I'm definitely going to buy one. Because it's to have a nice companion device for something that you use, it's just, I love that idea. That's one of the reasons I think the Manta Nomad combination is so good. It's a companion device. And so people who already have the Remarkable Paper Pro are going to want this. People who didn't want to shell out the money for the Remarkable Paper Pro, this is definitely going to be cheaper, obviously. This is going to open them up to the Remarkable, whatever they call this thing. People who just wanted a more mobile device. So this is going to appeal to a bunch of people. This is literally going to clean up. It's going to be a cheaper way to get into the Remarkable ecosystem with their color device. And what's not to like about that? I'd rather get a Nomad for everyday carry. Dr. Ling, that's viable. I mean, that's what I use right now. Like, my Nomad is my everyday carry, the thing I use the most often. Yeah. So the form factor is solid. Like, out of all the devices I have, the smallest, this is probably the smallest. And this is the one I use the most. It's literally like the paper replacement. Because when I got into eInk to replace paper, I got into it to replace my indexing of multiple index cards and of my little bitty notebook that I always used to keep with me for ideas and thoughts that I wanted to flesh out and expand on later. This was perfect. But it took it beyond that, and now I could do even more stuff with this than I used to do with paper. So it's just great. It's still going to be around $500. I'm interested to see what the price point is going to be. I have no idea, Aaron. I really am interested to see what the price point is going to be. Regardless, it's going to be cheaper than the Paper Pro, and I think that's going to open it up to a bunch of other people who just weren't with shelling out the money for the Paper Pro. It's going to appeal to a lot of people in a lot of different situations. Absolutely. Man, holy cow. Okay. All right. We got anything else to talk about here? That might have been it. Translation. I do think the name is wrong, though. But considering they said something is on the move and they italicized move, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it might be the move. Paper Pro move. That just sounds, I don't like it. But listen, I'm still going to want it. I don't like it, but I still am going to want it for what it does. That's going to be great. Before or after tariffs? Oh, yeah. Good point. Yeah, those tariffs they're taking place today. So, yeah. That's definitely going to affect that's definitely going to affect the price of this device, whatever it is, right? The Remarkable Paper Pro M. I like that. Oh, that's mini. No, it's move. We already got acronyms going on for them. We already got acronyms going on for them. That's cool, though. That's good, though. All right, you guys, listen, we're going to end the show here today. We didn't have lots to talk about today. And plus, like I said, I got to get to the DMV to get some things done today. So I wanted to get in here, give a show, and get out real quick. And thank you all for being here. Liberation Day. Oh, boy. Let's get this music going. Chat, where can we get this music going? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. There we go. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I really appreciate you. If you want to see more of the show, we do this Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. till kind of whenever. I'll be back Tuesday. Holiday is Monday, but I will be back here Tuesday with the show. I will be trying to implement some different things into the show then, since I have a lot of time off to do a couple things that I've been wanting to do for the live show that I'll be able to implement, hopefully. More transition music even. Like, maybe plan a demo, something like that. Yeah, happy, whoa. What? Hold on, let's see. Oh, there we go. I don't know what it is. Oh, yeah, there we go. Happy Labor Day to everybody. And I appreciate you being here. You guys have a blast, have fun. I'll see you all back here Tuesday. Thank you for being here. And until next time, take care.